Welcome to this ultimate guide for generating leads with TikTok ads. Now, if you aren't aware, TikTok is slowly getting the reputation of being a highly profitable place where people come to generate high quality leads that end up converting for a lot of businesses. Especially for businesses that are a little bit more B2C or more mass market, we're seeing leads come in for a lot cheaper and converting better than some of the other platforms like Facebook and Instagram. So in this video guide, I will teach you how to exactly go about setting up lead generation campaigns inside TikTok and how to set them up to ensure that you are profitable from day one. Now, before we dive deep into the how-tos, let's quickly discuss when the best time to use TikTok lead gen ads is and what sets apart the best ads from the not so great ads. I briefly touched on this, but the types of offers that do really well with these lead gen ads are going to be your mass market offers, things with larger TAMs. Things that don't really work are going to be your super specific offers that are only intended for a very specific niche or super high intent buyers, or like direct to B2B offers. So if you are going after, doctors that are over 50 that live in a small zip code with over 1,000 patients or something like that, not going to work. Things that work really well are going to be things like local services. So if you're doing plumbing, insurance, mortgage, roofing, all those sorts of things that apply to a big audience, those are going to do really well. If you're a coach or have a digital product that appeals to the majority of the public, those are also going to do really well with these lead generation campaigns. All right, next, let's quickly talk about the one secret thing that's going to make all of your lead generation campaigns profitable from the beginning. It is going to be creative. Don't worry, after the how-to tutorial, I will go over exactly what you need to do to set up your ads to ensure profitability in terms of lead gen campaigns. And then finally, like any other lead gen campaign, you need a solid back end. That means you have to have a infrastructure in place so that when a lead does come in, you're able to nurture them, talk to them, and get them to convert while they're hot. Don't worry, I'll tell you how to set this up inside of TikTok ads so that you aren't letting leads go through the cracks. But with that said, let's jump into my computer. I'll show you exactly how to set up these lead generation campaigns. All right, so we're inside the TikTok ads dashboard under the campaigns tab, and all we're going to do is click create to create a brand new lead gen campaign. So one of the things that's changed from our last lead gen video is the fact that now you can run conversion-based lead generation campaigns, and that is a campaign objective right inside built into TikTok ads. So we're just going to click that, and now we're taken into the campaign settings. And I'm just going to name this a test name. Obviously, use the proper nomenclature to kind of distinguish what your campaign name is going to be about. And we are not going to click any special ad categories for this example, but if you have an offer that is falling into one of these categories, make sure you click that. All right, so let's quickly talk about some of the other settings. So campaign budget optimization. Because this is a brand new ad account, there's not a lot of data. I'm not going to turn this on. However, if you are somebody that has been running TikTok ads for a while, your account has a lot of data, the TikTok algorithms know what to optimize for, I suggest split testing this because in the long run, it can save you money. But because this is a brand new ad account, I'm not going to turn campaign budget optimization on. I am going to set my campaign ad budget on the campaign level itself, and with a daily total budget of $50 a day. And we should be good to go. Hey, really quickly, do you want us to run your ads for you so that you can get results like this or this or this or this? In that case, check the top link in the description down below. And now back to the video. And now we're taken into the ad group level. Now you can name the ad group whatever you want. What I recommend is that you actually take a lot of your targeting parameters and then you name it based on those. All right, so the next thing we're gonna have to decide is the optimization location. Now, you have two options. You have sending people to a website where they have to fill out a lead form on your website or an instant form. What I recommend is that you split test both, but for the purposes of this video, I highly recommend that you go with instant form. This is the built-in form that comes in on Instagram, the actual app that people can interact with. Now, this has been split tested and it does convert really well. And this is the whole secret sauce to making lead gen campaigns work on TikTok a lot more effectively. What we have found though is that the cost for instant forms is going to be a lot lower. So a lead will cost a lot lower on your instant form, but it won't be as high intent as your website. So this is one of those things. If you're spending a lot of money, split test this, maybe run both types of campaigns. What you will see is, yes, leads come in for a lot cheaper on instant forms, but sometimes because they aren't taken to your website, they tend to convert into paying customers less. But it is a math equation which you're gonna have to figure out for your specific business. Let's say you're getting instant form leads for half the price, but only 1% are converting less, meaning that, you're still profiting a lot more from instant form. run instant form campaigns. However, if you're finding that your website, the leads are coming in at about the same price and they're converting better, obviously then go with the website, right? But for our case, let's just go with instant forms. In terms of placements, we're just going to leave TikTok, and we can leave these user comments and video download options available. All right, next up we have targeting. I have a whole course on how to go over TikTok targeting. I even have made free videos that go over the different TikTok targeting options. Be sure to check it out. For the purposes of today's video, I'm just going to go with an interest-based target. Let's say you are a coach that is trying to get leads for golfing, right? Maybe you're a golfing coach, so you want to help people work on their swings. You know, I need that help, so this would be something I would sign up for. So I'll go under sports and outdoors, maybe somebody that's into golf equipment. All right, boom. This is going to be my audience that I'm going to run lead ads for. Devices, we're just going to leave it as is. And then target expansion. At this stage, I'm going to leave this turned off. Again, if you are somebody that's scaling, has a lot of account history, maybe try split testing this feature. In terms of budgeting and bidding optimization, so budget, we already set in the ad campaign level, so I'm just going to leave it at 50. That's the most it can spend in the ad group level. No date parting. And then in terms of bidding, we're going to keep it at lowest cost. Now we're on the ad page, and this is where you're going to be uploading your actual ad creative. What I recommend is that you actually do run Spark ads. I have a whole video on how to do Spark ads and why exactly you should use them. But basically, we're going to let TikTok beta test all of our creatives, pick ones that have the most engagement, and run those as ads. And again, you want to be testing out a lot of this different creative, and we'll talk about exactly what sort of creative to make for these lead ads in a second here. But now let's just quickly scroll down and then come down to the destination, which is going to be our TikTok instant form. So when somebody clicks on your ad, they're going to be taken to what TikTok calls is a instant form, and we're just going to be creating a brand new one. And you definitely want to be checking off the advanced form because it gives you a lot more options in terms of functionality. And let's set one up to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Again, this is one of those things that you kind of want to test, but for most beginners, what I recommend is that you do more volume. In terms of color schemes, what I recommend is that you do a custom color scheme to something that is closer to your brand colors. And then we can go down into some of the additional settings. All right, so we can go into the banner, update our logo, and then in the headline, you actually want to restate the promise of your ad. So let's say that your lead gen ad is offering like 10% off or a free lead magnet for somebody to submit their information. Put that inside of your headline itself. And then you can also have another sentence in the promotional, right? So fill out now for 20% off, right? And this can be our headline. And then inside our questions, we have our predetermined questions. You can choose from a lot of the different parameters that they have. So phone number, email, name, those are going to be your standard ones. You can also have custom questions. So let's say I want to say, what is your golf handicap? And then people can put in their answers. Again, what I recommend is that you actually limit the number of questions to less than 8, because any more than that, we see that lead intent drops, conversion rates drop. If you are having trouble getting all of the information, what we recommend is getting that additional information in the step after, when you kind of contact that lead and nurture that lead. So for now, we're just going to leave it as is. And then we're going to come down into the privacy section. So in order to run these privacy campaigns, you actually need to link your privacy policy. And what I recommend is that your business should have a privacy policy on their website. Just you can take that URL and paste it here. So you can go in, put in your privacy policy, and that's pretty much it. And then once you've put in your privacy policy, you're going to be taken to the customize section where you can add additional text and images. So what I recommend is that if you have any sort of final scarcity incentives, so limited spots only or 3 more people only, things like that, add that here. And then finally, you're going to be taken to your thank you screen, where basically it's going to be a thank you response for when people submit the ad. What I highly recommend is that you actually try and get people off of TikTok and get them to interact with your business. So what you're going to do is in the call to action button, visit your website. And then what I recommend is that if you are setting appointments, that they confirm the appointment on your website. And then you can make the URL button text as something like confirm session or finalize form, or something that actually takes them off of the website or gives them more information about the actual offer. We've customized everything, and now we can complete the form. And that's pretty much it in terms of how you set up your forms. Once your form is submitted and there's no errors, all you're going to want to do is hit submit and your campaigns are going to be live. For the purposes of our video, I'm just going to leave this as it is. So let's say you've hit published and now your campaign is live. There's going to be two ways that you're going to be actually able to see how the leads come in. So one way is if you connect it to your CRM, which I highly recommend. The second is going to be when you come in and all of your leads are going to populate under your tools and leads, and you can download them as a CSV every single day. I highly recommend that you connect with a CRM. All of the big popular ones are here. So HubSpot, Salesforce. If yours isn't listed, you can probably connect it through Zapier. The reason you want to collect your CRM to your TikTok ads manager is so that you can nurture your leads as soon as they come in. What I recommend is that you have some sort of a sequence or flow that messages the lead with the contact information that they gave inside of the form immediately once they submit the form. So let's say somebody's submitting a form for a free assessment or a quote or something. You want to be contacting them literally right away, if not to confirm that they submitted the form, if not to give them more information and educate them more about your business and offer. And the easiest way you can do that is through an automation through your CRM. Okay, that's the CRM side. Now let's quickly talk about the creative side. So how do you actually make the video ads for these lead generation campaigns that are going to do well? Well, the best thing that you can do starting off is actually going to be taking a look at your competitors' ads and kind of modeling your own ads from them. Again, these are going to be TikTok ads, so your best bet is going to be using the fundamentals of TikTok ads, which means you are going to want to make sure that your ads look like native TikToks. If you don't know what that is, get on the app, start exploring, and start looking at what a actual TikTok is. The second thing, you are going to want to hook people inside your ads. What sort of hook to use? Again, look at the ones that are doing well currently and then apply it to your own offer. And then obviously you're going to want to have a call to action, which is going to be, hey, fill out your details and we'll get back to you with whatever your offer is offering. Now, how do you actually figure out what sort of lead gen ads are doing well in your area? Well, TikTok gives you a lot of insight where they're creative centers. So what you're going to want to do is go into your TikTok ads creative center and look at the best ads for lead generation. So let's do that now. So we're inside the creative center, and these are the top performing ads that TikTok is showing us. And we're just going to want to go down in objective, and now we're going to click lead generation. So these are going to be all the lead generation ads that TikTok is running. And let's go by industry. Let's say we are doing business services. Let's just click business services as a whole. And now I will be able to see all of the lead generation ads that are doing really, really well in terms of CTR and budget for business services inside TikTok for lead generation. So what you're going to want to do is go down, pick the best ones and see which ones apply to your actual offer. So if you have a real estate offer, again, this one would be a great one. So what I would do is pick like 6 or 7 different ads that are doing well with high budgets, high CTRs, lots of likes, and try and recreate them with your own twist, with your own offer and your own selling points. And that's basically going to be my approach. I'm going to take what's working, apply it to my business, and upload them and try and get some leads on TikTok. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoy this TikTok ads lead gen tutorial, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.